So Amazon released a ton of new smart home products just 2 days ago, and I wanted to go through them and kind of list them out and also indicate which ones are super interesting and compare and contrast a little bit of Amazon's strategy to Apple's strategy to Google's strategy and who's winning. Let's start with the big picture. Amazon released a huge number of IoT smart home products. There's 2 robots for home security. There's a Nest competitor. There's more Echo devices. Of course, there's always more Echo devices. There's a perfect device for COVID times connection with friends and family. There's an updated fitness tracker. There's a new partnership with TikTok. There's entertainment from Sling TV and much more. There's a deal with Disney so you can chat with Han Solo or Chewbacca from Star Wars, maybe Woody from Toy Story on your Amazon Echo devices. But here's the highlights. No fewer than 7 devices for home security, including, yes, a flying drone and a rolling robot. So Astro was the big news here, a rolling home security robot. Astro rolls around your home, checks for trouble, sends you video if needed. It can investigate noises. You can set up a plan to patrol. It's $1,500. There's a day one edition, that's Amazon beta for hardware, for $1,000. It includes a 6-month trial of Ring Protect Pro. Now, this is the one that caught everybody's eye. It's this little thing. It could follow you around. It's got cameras on it. It's looking all over your house. There's some data questions and privacy questions around it that have been well publicized as well in the days after, with some documents released by an insider, a leaker. So there's some cause for concern there, but it is pretty cool. I mean, who doesn't want a smart home security robot if you're concerned at all about your home being broken into? It can move around, it can go places, it can check it out. It's great. Of course, it rolls, so it's kind of better for maybe an apartment or a condo or a one-story house somewhere. But we'll get to the other thing, which is, of course, Ring Always Home Cam, and that's the horribly named Amazon Flying Guard drone. It's a flying home security drone, right? It flies all around your house. Maybe you got 3 levels, 2 levels in your house. It can fly up, down. Again, has a camera, is listening. If a window smashes somewhere, here's a disturbance, all that stuff. Can send you video. You can talk through it as well. That's why you're always home with Always Home Cam. And it is super interesting. This one is much cheaper than the rolling Astro. This one had an intro price when they talked about it last year of $250. Amazon hasn't updated that price in this new announcement, so I guess it's still around there. It's also still a day one invite only thing. I'm trying to get my hands on one. I'm chatting with Amazon PR. You will be the first to know if I succeed. And then there's a bunch of stuff around home security. There's Ring Alarm Pro. It's a home security system. It combines protection against break-ins with floods, fires, online threats. It comes with Eero Wi-Fi 6 routers, does everything, connects all the bits and pieces and components that Amazon is putting together, and we're going to talk about that in a little bit, into one smart, comprehensive system. Protect your home from burglars, protect it from natural disasters, fires, break-ins, all that stuff. It starts at $250, goes up from there if maybe you've got a super massive mansion, in which case you're probably not going with Amazon for your home security, but maybe. There's also the Ring Video Doorbell, and guess what? This competes with Google's Nest, but it's way cheaper. This is just $50. It's like Amazon Basics, boom, got it done. I have a Ring Video Doorbell like it. It's not perfect. This one is pretty good from what we can see originally. It can be paired with a floodlight camera for 700 lumens of motion triggered lighting. And it can be paired with the Blink solar panel, so you never have to recharge it because it has a battery. So you can connect it wired, or you can charge it from time to time, which is super useful if you can't get power to your front door or somewhere else you want to put this. There's also Related to that, the Ring job site security. Okay, you've got a job site, maybe you've got a yard, big yard, whatever the case might be, you can get Ring cameras on the job there. It's available via Home Depot. There's a partnership going on, $400 and up. There's also Virtual Security Guard, which is, guess what? A subscription for remote monitoring. So there's going to be multiple services. The first one is Rapid Response, but yeah, that's kind of cool if you need it. I have never used that. I never have done it, but if you want monitoring of your security system, they will do that. And then they announce small announcement custom event alerts. So it's configurable alerts. Hey, your garage door is still open. Your front door is unlocked. Other things like that. So it's kind of a system for knowing what's going on. You can imagine that that's going to get smarter from time to time as they get more data. You know, maybe they'll tell you that there's something going on in your front yard, or maybe somebody's outside your door in the condo unit or whatever, and maybe even recognize them over time and maybe even let them in if they deserve to be let in. Very interesting. Now, Amazon also released a number of products for family connection coordination, 5, 7, depending on how you count and how you look at them. They include the Echo Show 15. Amazon calls this the digital heart of your home. It's a 15.6-inch flat screen TV that is an Echo Show. It will help you stay organized, connected, entertained. It does everything an Amazon Echo does, right? But it also will help you share calendars and photos, organize. You can stream TV to it. It's 1080p. It's $250. It's pretty cheap. You can put a couple of them around if you so choose. This episode of TechFirst is sponsored by my creator coin, Dollar Smart. Don't think of it like Bitcoin. Think of it like a backstage pass at a concert. Get some at rally.io/creator/SMRT to pitch me on podcast guests, earn weekly rewards, get social amplification, and get or give feedback on strategy and plans. The most interesting product, perhaps, is the Amazon Glow, and this is something that reminds me of things I've seen from China and actually written about them on Forbes before as well. It's a very cool little, I don't even know what to call it. It's a thing that you give your kids, and they can call grandma or grandpa, they can call friends, and they can communicate. They've got a little video screen, they can show themselves, but it also has this virtual area that it is aware of and knows what's going on in there. So you can have like a game board there, play a game together. You can draw a color. There's some interactivity in some of the components there. It's kind of cool. I mean, during COVID, we kind of need other ways to connect and to communicate with people. And this seems really interesting. It comes at $250 with 1 year of Amazon Kids Plus. So there's games, visual arts activities, animated books, all this other stuff. And you can imagine that this is potentially a platform to build on. You can imagine lots of interactivity here. Educational possibilities are off the charts for this. Think remote tutoring from Sylvan or something like that via a platform like this. There's so much that can be built on this. Very interesting to see if it takes off. It's a little quirky, it's a little odd, but there's huge potential. Another area where Amazon released some products and that also has huge potential is in elder care, and they released Alexa Together. It combines Alexa-based communication and connectivity with a 24/7 helpline, fall detection, optional remote assist for setup, built around Care Hub. It's a whole set of services for elders in the Alexa app that help loved ones know that their parents and grandparents are safe and protected. It's launching later this year for $20 a month. It's super interesting. This is a real big area of need. My mother is 86 and independent on her own in a condo. But of course, we worry, and she has some issues connecting, understanding how to use her iPhone, other things like that. And it's nice to have some service that could be super simple, super user friendly for her. And then there's a lot of smaller products and features around Amazon Kids, some content. Hey Disney, so you can talk to some of the Disney characters, calendaring, notes, sticky notes, and other stuff. So pretty interesting thing. Amazon also announced a smart thermostat for just $60. It's very creatively named the Amazon Smart Thermostat. It's simpler than Nest from Google, doesn't have as much capability, but it's also way cheaper. I forget what I paid for my Nest, but I think it was 150 bucks, 200 bucks, 250 maybe. And so, hey, cheap, works, simple to use, and integrates into Amazon's entire smart home galaxy of products and services. As I mentioned before, Amazon had partnerships that they announced with Sling TV to stream their TV to devices, and TikTok to watch TikTok on your Amazon Echo Show, get entertained. And then there's also something that competes with Apple Watch. So we know that Amazon has Halo and a fitness service by subscription. Now there's Halo View. It's an updated fitness tracker with an AMOLED color display for 70 bucks. I mean, looks pretty cool. Limited functionality, but $70. Pretty cheap, pretty affordable. I think the big picture here is beyond each individual component and product that Amazon has released. If you look at Amazon's strategy versus Apple's versus Google's, Amazon is basically saying, hey, everything you need for smart home, we've got, or we're building, or is available in the Alexa ecosystem. But they are building a lot of it themselves for home security, for home connectivity, for home automation. Almost everything you need can be found in the Alexa ecosystem. And increasingly, most of what you need can be bought directly from Amazon. This is a big deal. It's a huge deal because you contrast that with Google, which brought some products into the Google sphere by buying Nest and expanding that product line. But Google is moving so painfully slowly here. They've really muddled around, changed strategy a couple times, not really got off running, and they are not releasing products with any kind of frequency or speed. It's like there's no urgency there about owning the smart home market. We see huge urgency from Amazon, new products, innovative products, products that they're willing to send out into the market and just see if they'll sink or swim. Google has never done that, and Apple doesn't do that either. And what we see from Apple is, look, we've got the HomeKit ecosystem, which kind of works, and you've got Apple's smart home strategy built around an app that, frankly, I've never been able to figure out. The Apple Home app, I mean, like, I'm playing around with it. It's got virtual rooms set up. I've never been able to really make sense of it. And if you look at what Apple has for smart home from Apple itself, it's almost nothing. So this is a market really that's out there for the grabs. I mean, Apple has huge advantages and Google has huge advantages because they own the ecosystem that we walk around with every single day. Amazon doesn't have that. Instead, Amazon has a sense of urgency about building solutions for every single niche. Very interesting to see. It'll be very interesting to see how Apple and Google react. Thank you so much. This is, of course, Tech First with John Koetsier. It's a real pleasure having you along for the show.